This video will talk through graphing lines in slope-intercept form. So this is one of the most basic forms of a linear equation. The first thing you would need to do is identify the slope, and then you would identify the y-intercept to graph from this form. The equation looks like y equaling mx plus b, or to use function notation, f of x equals mx plus b. The slope would be represented by the variable m, or the letter m, and the y-intercept would be represented by the b. So let's look at a few of these together on the video and create the line that represents the linear function that represents the equation being shown in slope-intercept form. So here, I'm crossing the y-axis at -3, so b is -3. The ordered pair is 0, -3, but I just need the -3 component. So b is -3, and to determine the slope, I'm going to count up 1, 2, 3. My numerator is 3, and I'm going 1 unit in the positive direction, so my denominator is +1. So my slope would be the integer 3. To write the equation, so here the slope is +3, b is -3. My equation would look like y equaling 3x minus 3. The m and the b would be replaced by the two values that I just found. Let's look at number 3 together. So here in number 3, crossing the y-axis at +2, this is the ordered pair 0, 2. So b is just 2, and then the slope, I have 1 point over here, so my numerator is going to be +2 if I count up 2. And then my denominator would be over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my equation will look like y equaling 2/5 x plus 2. So the m and the b in the generic equation would be replaced with the two values. X and y would remain variables in your final answer. Let's do number 4 together. So number 4 crosses the y-axis rather, at +1, so b is 1, and let's determine the slope. So I'm going to count from point to point. I'm going to count from here. I'll move up 1, 2, 3. So my numerator is +3, and then I go 1 in the negative direction, so my denominator is -1. So my slope's value is -3. So to write the equation, y equals -3x plus 1. That's my linear equation. We'll do one more on the video, and I think you should be fine with this. Let's do one like number 8. I'm crossing the y-axis at, so I'm crossing the y-axis at +4, and then my slope up 2 over 1. My slope is going to be 2 over 1. So counting in positive direction, so my equation looks like this, y equals 2x plus 4. And just a note about counting out slopes, when you're moving up and in the direction of positive infinity, that's positive direction, and when you're counting down or moving to the left, that's considered moving in the negative direction.